Hey guys, coming at you for Monday with a workout we're going to call binge eating. We're going to start this one with a 4-minute warm-up, guys. The movements. We're going to go 6 sit-ups to start with. Take a seat on the floor. If you've got an ab mat, use it. If you don't, no big deal, but we want to lay all the way back. Sit up until the shoulders pass the hip crease. You can touch the floor in front of you, whatever works to make you move in full range. After that, we're going to flip it over, pike that butt up in the air, and hit 3 dive bombers. So you're going to scoop down and under the fence, and then shoot backwards. And if you cannot do that, you're going to drop the knees on the way through, but I want you to come off the knees when you come back, okay? And then just drop them again. After 3 of those, we're on our feet for 6 air squats. Remember, if you have trouble with squatting, now is your time to be working on wall squats, to hold on to a door frame and make sure you're staying in your heels and sitting more upright. Work on that move. And then straight into 6 straight leg toe touches. We're going to keep those knees locked out and reach down for the toes. If you are not flexible enough to reach your toes, that's fine. Just tap the shins somewhere. Whatever depth you can get to, just hinge straight forward. And then back to the top. You'll repeat that list for 4 minutes. After that, we're going to go into mobility. Mobility is going to be a cobra stretch to start with. And we're going to drop down, shoot through that kind of plank position. Now, when you're in this position, it's best to have the shoulders rolled back and down. You want to open up that chest as wide as you can and relax those hips to the floor. Hold that for a minute, and then you're going to lay down and go into a T stretch. And we'll go a minute on each side here. So I'm going to throw those arms out to a T. Pull one arm into 90 degrees and push the body back. Throw that leg over top and relax. Breathe through these movements. Allow that stretch to take hold. 1 minute there, 1 minute on the other side. And then hit some light stretching on your own. If you need to do couch stretch or hit that PVC to run those drills, banded stretches, lacrosse ball roller, whatever works for you to get loosened up for the rest of the day. When we're done with that accessory stretching, you're going to go into our accessory work today. We're going to go a 12-minute alternating EMOM for today. And the even minutes, so 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10, we're going to be doing Bulgarian split squats. Now, if you have nothing and you're just going to be doing body weight, we want you to concentrate on nice, slow technique. You could even turn that into a tempo move, but what we want you to focus on the most is the positioning of Brandy's legs and her back. Pause in the bottom for me, Brandy. If you'll notice, it is a straight line from her shoulders all the way to the back of that crease of the knee. That's what we're looking for. So get a wide enough step that when you come down, that front knee is behind the toe. You're driving that back knee towards the box, and even if your knee is hitting the floor, you just want to push it down and back as far as you can to keep that line. You're going to go 10 each leg for body weight, and if you have weight, whether it's a dumbbell, a kettlebell, a barbell, you're going to go 8 reps on each leg. So we're cutting a couple reps off. Now, if you have weights, go ahead and keep that regular tempo unless you don't have a lot of weight. If you just have a light dumbbell or kettlebell to work with, you can definitely throw the tempo back in, but stick with 8 reps per leg. Very nice. And that could be done out of object as well. You can hold something in front of the chest, you can put a backpack on, whatever works for you. On the odd minutes, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 11, you're going to be doing 20 hopscotch jumps. Now we're going to alternate legs if you can pull this off. So right foot and then 2 feet, left foot and then 2 feet. And Brandy has not gotten this down yet. Yeah, have your kids draw some chalk squares down. Go around town drawing them out for everybody. But 20 of those jumps. So if you go 10 one way, turn around 10 back the other way, that'll work just fine. And then rest the rest of those minutes. And then you're back on the even minute for split squats and back and forth. When you get that done, take a little breather, get ready for the Metcon. We've got one similar in design to last week, but this week we're going to be hitting that core pretty hard. We are going to do this one as complete the list for time. And if you want to go RX Plus, you're going to do 2 rounds of it, okay? So we're starting with 100 crunches on this one. Now with the crunches, you're going to plant your feet flat, keep them locked on the floor, and then you're just going to squeeze through that upper ab section to lift those shoulders off the ground, but you're going to keep your mid to low back on the floor. If you want to make this a little tougher, you can definitely add in the legs to it. Now, me personally, the toughest version is going to be sending those legs down and coming back up with each one, okay? So 100 of those, then you're going to go straight into 90 heel touches. So we're going to go into that crunch position and then touch the heels. Every time you touch is a rep, you're rocking back and forth, but you'll notice the shoulders stay off the floor. If you need to come down, you rest and then get back up and go again, okay? After that, we're going to hit our feet and go 80 steam engines. So we're standing tall, hands behind the head, interlace fingers, and you're going to bring one elbow to the opposite knee. So left elbow to right knee, and so on. Now what you'll notice is that if you start doing this, you'll have a tendency to want to let your fingers go and bring those elbows out further. Don't do that. Keep your fingers interlaced. It'll keep it a harder movement. After 80 of those, we're going to go into 70 plank taps. Now with this, if you can set up a box or a weight or something in front of you, that's going to work the best. This would be like doing our plank fives in a partner class. You're going to hold a plank and reach out in front, touch that object, but notice the plank position. Keep your hips in line, all right? If you just face a wall, you can just reach out and touch a wall, a box, whatever. If you need a break, don't pike in the air, don't sag your hips, truly just take a break and get back into a good position. After the plank taps, we've got hollow rocks. We're going to go 60 of these. And with a hollow rock, we are going to squeeze through that midsection, lifting both the upper and lower portions of the body, and we're going to rock on the top of the butt cheeks to the low mid back. And just keep going back and forth. You can use those heels as a little bit of cheat to push yourself backwards and keep moving. If you need to on that one, you can bend the knees and that would make it a little bit easier. After the hollow rocks, we go into 50 sit-ups. Full range of motion, shoulders all the way back, shoulders past the hip crease. After sit-ups, we go into 40 oblique V-ups. Now on the oblique V-up, this is great. If you can do it, awesome. We want you to put one hand behind the head, squeeze, and try to keep your heels off the floor, and then you're just coming up in that V position. Now, if you can't pull that one off, you can definitely turn this into regular V-ups, or even better yet, alternating. So just keep one heel planted while you lift the other leg and reach through, okay? Now, after 40 of those, you're going to go to 30 Supermans. So we're going to flip it over onto the belly, and these are just our pulses, guys. So hands go straight out in front. You're going to squeeze through the butt and low back and lift both your legs and your arms off the floor, trying to get as much of your body up in the air as you can. And then after 30 of those, we go to 20 walkout ankle taps. So basically what this is we're walking out to a plank position and then walking back to a pike position. And while your butt's up in the air, you're going to reach through and touch the opposite foot. So right hand goes to left foot, left hand goes to right foot, and so on. Okay? After you get 20 of those done, we're going to get to our feet and hit 10 burpees. All the way down to the floor, hit that chest and thighs, back to your feet, jump and clap. We do want full extension. The hands have to be roughly above your head. Okay? Out in front at least with full extension of the hips. After 10 of those, if you are going RX Plus, you'll repeat the list again. If not, time is your score. Good luck with this one, guys. Have fun.